everybody, I am Razorblade Mango. Oh, Konami. You're so funny. You really are. I mean, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, seriously. So if you haven't been following recent events, what's been going on with Konami, I have some very bad news for you. Silent Hills has been canceled. If you haven't heard this yet from like the dozens of media outlets on the internet or from one of your friends or something, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's canceled. And it will most likely never see the light of day ever again. A moment of silence for a fallen amazing game. Potentially amazing game. Alright. Now, so, not only did Konami, and this is because the reason it got canceled, most likely, is because of this really, really nasty spout that's apparently going on between Kojima and Konami. I mean, it's all but confirmed. Pretty much all the evidence is out there. All they've ever... It's like they've done everything except pretty much come out and call Kojima a fucking asshole and just totally disgrace his good name or whatever. No, but the only reason they haven't done that is because they have their biggest product of 2015 is by Kojima. So they have to keep their mouths shut about Kojima and let him do the Phantom Pain so they can make their money. But once that's out, who knows what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure we're going to hear a ton of more stuff. Kojima's going to officially leave Konami. I don't know what he's going to do next. Hopefully his next step is he goes to Kickstarter with Guillermo del Toro and Norman Reedus and creates a new horror IP, because he can't have Silent Hill, because Konami owns the rights to that. He can't even have Metal Gear, his baby, the franchise that made him the genius that he is today. He can't have it because it's owned by Konami. He can't even have his own Fox engine. So he's making an enormous, scary change, leaving Konami. But he'll do fine. You know, Kojima will do fine. There's a lot of people in the industry that want to work with him. He will find a way to bounce back even stronger. Konami, on the other hand, I mean, yeah, they have the rights to a lot of good franchises. I mean, they have Castlevania, they have Silent Hill, they have Metal Gear. They have Pro Evolution Soccer, which I've heard is like their best-selling series, given the popularity of soccer worldwide. But, honestly, would you really want to play a Metal Gear Solid game without Kojima being involved in some way? Would you really want that? That's like playing a Mario game without Miyamoto being involved in some way, or a Zelda game with him without him being involved. He is the heart and soul of Zelda and Mario and all those games. And Kojima, he brings so much of his personality and passion and quirks into Metal Gear, and it just wouldn't be the same without him. And even if they tried imitating everything that he does, it still just would not feel right, because Kojima is not involved. And that's his child. I would never... even like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance had him helping in some way, even though the Bayonetta studio... I forget their name... Platinum Games, even though Platinum Games came in and helped out with that game quite a bit. So, and it's just... So, Metal Gear is pretty much done after the Phantom Pain. Once Kojima leaves Konami, Metal Gear is done, in my eyes. I don't care if they release Metal Gear Solid 6, Metal Gear Solid 7. No. There's only going to be one Metal Gear, and that was when Kojima was with it. And what's even more heartbreaking is that, you know, Phantom Pain is fine. Phantom Pain is secure. Phantom Pain's going to come out September 1st, and it's going to be awesome. You can bet your ass on that. However, Silent Hills is like the real victim here, because we were all looking forward to that shit. A lot of people were. Me, who I don't think there's been a good Silent Hill game since 3, and that was years ago. And now with PT being like the absolute undeniable proof that he can do horror, that set like in motion like the huge amount of anticipation that Silent Hills was going with. And I guess now Konami is like, oh well, fuck your anticipation. We're just gonna forget all that. Nope, it's canceled. Sorry. But we'll have other Silent Hill games involved. Let me tell you guys something. If you haven't realized this already, because you set the bar so... Again, this is another case of hype whiplash, where it was exactly what happened, except in a longer time span. It's what happened with Square Enix and when they revealed that Final Fantasy VII HD remaster at the PlayStation Experience last year. That was like, you got people's hopes up, super excited, and then you just crashed them, you brought them back down. And because they experienced that momentary high, the backlash got so much higher than it could have. And that's the same thing with this, where you got people, ever since August, when you released PT, you had people's anticipation so high. And now, because of the shitty way you just treated Kojima and the shitty way you treated this game, people are pissed. People are really furious at Konami. Go look at all the comment sections. Look at the comment section. Oh, I cannot believe they put this post up. They put 2 posts up about, oh, well, tune into our stream to talk about how you can win a chance to win Silent Hill figurines. And, I mean, I know they're trying to give away something cool, but it's like, man, you guys have such bad timing when it comes to this. Just the worst timing. It feels like they're just rubbing salt in the wound at this point. If you need any proof that people are upset, take a look at the comment sections for those. They are hilarious. And another really shocking thing is just how far they've gone out of their way to try to make people forget that Kojima exists, or even PT existed. Not only just, they've taken his name off every single Metal Gear, they took his name off PT, they even took his name off the Zone of Enders HD remaster that he was a part of. It's like their mindset is, oh, if we remove his name from all his products, people will forget that Kojima was a part of it. No! There's already people on the internet, and I'm not really a big fan of hashtag movements, but yeah, there's all these people that are just spamming Konami with hashtag a Hideo Kojima game. Because they want us to forget that he exists, apparently, which just blows my mind. I cannot for the life figure out what the mindset is behind that reasoning. So there was that. It's just like, oh, another funny thing is when they released the press statement, like, oh yeah, Silent Hills is officially canceled. The way they worded it, they said we still are gonna have Silent Hill out in some way, which no one's gonna give a shit about at this point. I hate to break it to you, Konami, but they said our collaboration with Guillermo del Toro and Norman Reedus. Notice how they never mention Kojima. It's like Kojima just does not exist in their mind. Kojima is just gone. Never happened. Metal Gear happened without him. So it's just really funny how they've gone out of their way to make you forget. Like, try to make you forget that Kojima was a part of their games. But people aren't stupid. People know that he was involved with Metal Gear. He's like one of the big titans in all of gaming. How do you try to make people forget? If we have anybody that's like the Orson Welles or the Kubrick of gaming, he's probably the guy. Like, Kojima is probably like the Kubrick or Welles of gaming. where his influence is just so huge, and it's influenced so many series, so many people, that he's a gaming titan. It's like trying to make people forget that Kubrick was a part of 2001: A Space Odyssey, or A Clockwork Orange, or The Shining. He is too big of a name for people to just simply forget, just because you took his name off all his products. Duh! Think, guys. Come on. You're smarter than this. And I know maybe like there's like legal reasons behind it, but again, it's just dumb. And the way and again with PT, not only did they cancel Silent Hills, not only did they remove PT from PlayStation Store, they actually went over to Sony and told them to pretty much nuke that thing from their servers. So, if you didn't download PT, you're fucked. You're fucked. There's no way you can get it at this point. Also, if you have the game, don't delete it. Okay? If you delete it, you're screwed, because you'll never be able to re-download it ever again. You don't own the license to it anymore. Yeah, you have it on the hard drive. You can't re-download it. Sorry, that's Konami's rules. I don't know what. I don't know. I mean, it's. So yeah, if you have PT, don't delete it. Okay. Don't do it. Yeah. So, why? Like, okay, it's one thing that you cancel Silent Hills. It's another thing that you take away the one small morsel of hope that we had. You pretty much just nuked that thing from the planet. And now people are already upset over Silent Hills. You're not making it any better by just completely destroying PT. Our last remaining glimmer of what could have been. It's like, nope, that's gone too, because we don't want you to remember what could have been. We want you to forget all about PT. We want you to forget all about Silent Hills. Go on about your day. And it's like, you do realize that people loved PT, right? And it's not just Silent Hills. Even if you release PT by itself for free without even kind of announcement that it was Silent Hills, people love it. People loved it. And it's like Konami is just completely oblivious to all of that. And they're just going, oh, well, oh, you liked PT? Well, screw you. You're not going to be able to play it anymore. Tough luck, buddy. So, if you didn't own a PS4 and you wanted to get it, and when you got it, you wanted to play PT, ain't going to happen. Unless you have a friend that already has it on their hard drive, it's not going to happen. Really not going to happen at this point. And thankfully eBay shut it down, but people have already tried to sell their PS4s with PT installed on the hard drive for like $1,000. There's one guy that was like $5,000, which I was like, holy shit, that's insanity. So thankfully, like, eBay shut down those scalpers, which thank God, which I don't want to see that. That pisses me off. But it just confuses me. It really does, because it's like, I know Konami is like one of the big gaming publishers, but it's like, they're just going out of their way. And it's one thing to take something off the PlayStation Store. It's a complete different thing to go up to Sony and ask them to completely destroy it. Just yank that thing out from their servers. So no one can enjoy it. And it's heartbreaking, you know? Because it's like, I wanted to see this happen. And maybe like the one bright spot in all of this is that PT, not only has PT moved up from, like, great status, it's moved up to legendary because of this shit. This is going to become one of the great gaming legends. Because, oh, did you get to play PT when it came out? Oh, dude, like 20 years from now, if our hard drives are still working, it'll be like, oh, dude, do you remember that game PT a long time ago? Like, 20 years ago that, like, got canceled and got completely removed from existence. I have that, man. Have you ever tried it before? Oh no, man, go check it out. I'll be able to show my children this game when they're old enough to handle it. I'll be like, hey guys, you want to see one of the great gaming legends that what could have been? PT, guys. This is going to be amazing. And it's all over YouTube. And even if people didn't get a chance to play it, they can just click PT on YouTube. Unless Konami takes the extra step and does the really, really horrible thing to go in and completely remove every single PT video on YouTube, every single Silent Hills trailer, that concept trailer from Tokyo Game Show. They just go in and completely remove all of it, which would be the dumbest thing they could possibly do, the most fucked up thing they would do. Then I would come back with a full vengeance. I will rage against them if that happens. That's the next step. If they ever decide to just complete retards, that's it. They're done. It's like the company is done. They will be totally fucking lynched at this point. The gamers will just come in, fuck all their products. I've even seen people be like, fuck the Phantom Pain. I'm not gonna buy it. I boycott it because I don't agree. I hate what Konami is doing right now. And you know what? I don't blame them. It is fucked up. It's just mind-boggling how out of touch with reality they are. Really, it's just the dumbest stuff. And I know it seems like, oh, this is like the evil company of the week type thing, which we seem to have this culture where a big publishing company is always going to get railed on. One week it's Ubisoft, one week it's EA, one week it's Activision, next week it's Konami. But this is like, I thought Nintendo was fucking up. That at least Nintendo is fine. Nintendo's fine when it comes to their games. People are looking forward to their shit. They aren't like removing they aren't firing Miyamoto and completely removing his name from everything and just removing all the games that he's ever been a part of. It's like they know where their bread and butter comes from. You know, they haven't made the best decisions recently, but they're in a better state than Konami is right now. Konami is just really messing up on a whole nother level than Nintendo is. Just, oh my god. Oh, God, Konami, you need to... I don't know what's going to happen. It's like they're done. If this just keeps going after Phantom Pain comes out, yeah, they have Pro Evolution Soccer, but really, their days as a... If this keeps going, their days as a big video game company are very numbered. They're done. They're like on their last leg because of just horrible business practices they've been doing. It's just so dumb. All right, and one final note before I leave. You know, I've gotten a lot ever since I put out like the Phantom my Ground Zeroes rant. I've gotten a lot of shit about it, saying like, oh well, don't talk shit about Kojima. Kojima's genius. Fuck you, little fucking whiner. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. Well, besides the insults, the one thing I would like, if I ever decide to re-record that, which I probably won't, but the one thing I ever want to take back from that video is that I like my insults towards Kojima, because now that I think about it, and when that happened, I did my first impressions, and I immediately the blame just went to Kojima, but and this isn't me kissing Kojima's ass. This, I still think he shares some of the blame for that bullshit. I don't think it was his fault that Ground Zeroes got released. Looking back, I think it was Konami that did this. But I think I was more angry at the fact that people were willing to accept it because Kojima's name was attached to it. But it's like guilty by association, where at this point, I don't blame Kojima. I blame Konami for that bullshit. And I'm sorry, guys, $30 for a demo for like one level of a game, that's not acceptable. I don't care how many crappy extra side missions there are. That's not acceptable. It's not. So get over yourselves. But yeah, I mean, Ground Zeroes, it's not Kojima's fault. It's Konami. They definitely share most of the blame. Kojima, yeah, a little bit. But yeah, that's the one thing I wanted to retract from that video that I made over a year ago. So, Yeah, rest in peace, Silent Hills. Another bright spot that could potentially come from this is that Kojima, like I said, Kojima could team back up with, and goddamn, Guillermo del Toro has the worst luck when it comes to games, man. But I guarantee you, if Kojima teamed up with del Toro and Reedus to make some kind of Kickstarter, it would get funded in a matter of minutes. Like, people would jump at the opportunity for Kojima and Reedus and del Toro to come back with a new horror franchise and completely knock it out of the park. It would get, even if they set like a modest funding goal, but jam, they would break through that shit in a matter of minutes. It would. It would be funded so much quicker than Mighty Number 9 and Yooka-Laylee. It would, because you have the hype, you still have the people holding on to hope that Konami is going to. There's like that petition going around that's up to like 100,000 signatures, which isn't really going to do anything, but it shows that people care. And Konami would do right by looking at that and going, oh shit, we fucked up. You know, even if they, I don't even know, maybe if they made some kind of apology for it, which not their, we had announced that, our collaboration with del Toro and Reedus is dead. No! Actually come out and fucking apologize for that shit. Because people are mad. People are upset over that. You know? And, God, it's so annoying. That's the worst part. It's just really annoying how dumb Konami thinks we are by just completely avoiding all the issues, by dicking over the franchises. And it's like, now it's like Silent Hill is pretty much dead at this point. There's nothing they can do unless they're going to sell the rights back to like the Sony or Microsoft. I'd rather honestly Konami just close down and they sell the rights to like Sony or Microsoft. I'll buy an Xbox One if they put fucking Silent Hills back on my Xbox One. If Microsoft gets it and if convinces Kojima to come back and del Toro and Reedus, I will buy an Xbox One for Silent Hills exclusive on Xbox One. I'll buy it. Honestly, that's a game that I would be like, yep, here's my $350. I'll take my Xbox One now. That would do it. So they have if they're smart at this point, they would stop being greedy and hang on to these franchises, and they would just be willing to part with them and go about their business, majorly downsizing and doing something else. Because it's just, their future is really grim right now. It really is. And like I said with Nintendo, it's the same policy. They need to adapt with what's going on now, or they're going to die. Horribly. Miserably. Violently. They will self-implode. They're almost on that verge of self-imploding right now. So, they need a serious reality check. That's probably not what I'll call the video, but they do. Konami needs a hardcore serious reality check. Yeah. And rest in peace, Silent Hills and PT. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of the issue. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. Have a good one, guys.